Hello YouTubers, Joe Kersey here on, it's January 26th, 2019, Saturday, and it's at 13:30 in the afternoon, Eastern Time. Now I'm showing you here the opening shot of a Tom Harwood YouTube video. It's called No Deal, Cheered on Question Time, and basically it's one of these things, panel things, where they sit around and they ask questions that had to do with Brexit and the EU and so forth. And I rarely wade into these things, but I thought I'd leave a remark. And that's, as you can see, I remarked on that 1 week ago. And I said, as a guy from across the waves who's always had an intense interest in the UK and the way things work in the UK, I remember my intense dismay when the vote to join the common market, as it was then, went to join many years ago. Well, I understand it actually was a vote to remain in the common market. It wasn't a vote to join. I misspoke on that point. Oh, but if only it had stayed at that without all these other little laws and regulations telling Britons how to live and work, without recourse to Parliament, had not started to accumulate with various treaties. Just leave. Take back your sovereignty. Oh. And I said, and I may be out of line here, get a new prime minister that actually believes in leave. Well, you can see it's gotten 220 thumbs up. Okay. For what that's worth. Well, we'll sort of scroll down here slowly. You can get, get a sense. I mean, it's there's one, this EoinEnglish. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing her name. Note that her avatar is a woman with a bag over her head. Okay, let's not even go there. All right, but other than this EoinEnglish, most of them are sort of mixed. They take me up on my remark and so forth. She starts, this was one of her early ones, 6 days ago. Which EU laws and regulations did you find most offensive? Name some. Okay, well that's clearly a baiting sort of question. Okay, fine. I cannot name them by statute title, but I am aware that many regulations concerning product specifications and manufacture apply all over the EU and often ban otherwise perfectly good local products that do not conform to the EU standards. I am also aware that many labor regulations are enforced EU-wide when some local conditions and smaller operations might not need to go through all that expense to obey them. And the thing that would really annoy me if I were a UK citizen is the fact that some parliamentary acts are overridden by the EU, either with their legislature or more usually by the unelected commissions. As far as immigration, free movement to settle and work, I've always thought that was a fine idea. And then so. Well, EoinEnglish wants me to do more research. And then she goes on and on and on and on. We can kind of go down here, but you get well said, mate, and then she talks about the EU not being the same as the common market, right? Well, that guy did. That's fine. But anyway, so she sort of keeps on going down here. All right. So, and then you get somebody that says the single market doesn't work without harmonization in some sectors. And okay, I have no problem with that. But the fact of the matter is there's a lot of these smaller outfits that, don't even get into the game. And that was the point I was making. And then you're talking about rules that are, more observed than the breach. Okay. Then there's something about chlorinated chicken. I don't give a fuck about that one or the other. You're going to cook it. Fuck it. You're going to kill everything. And then you get one of these guys who's well said. That's nice. And then, then bag over her head goes in. Okay, again. So, and then, there's more of this, pissing contest going on, That's what it is. But I had no idea this little remark would stop. I said, thank you. I'm somewhat taken aback by all the response of either sort generated by this remark. And this Anthony Green says, I'm not surprised. And he said he didn't like my remarks. Okay. Well, at least, respectful response. That's fine. That's great. And, you got. But she, this EoinEnglish, she just kept I've been cascaded by her crap coming into my comment notification area here on the YouTube thing, to the point that I thought I would eliminate. I just delete the remark, but I thought no. I mean, this is what we need to have, So we're getting down to here, and we're going down here, and then we'll get down to where I finally just sort of signed off on her last night, because I just I got tired of seeing this shit. I thought maybe I could make her shut up, but no, that didn't work. I think the bag over the head says it all in so many ways. Don't even, let's not even go into the dorm room jokes about that, okay? Okay. You're free to stop this and read any of this fine literature that you want, obviously. I'm trying not to spin through it too fast. Man, it just goes on and on. Here we go. So I finally got pissed off. Well, I'm not pissed off. I just thought, let's just try to end this. And so 15 hours ago, here I am, 15 hours ago. That would make it sitting here about, late yesterday afternoon. Look, honey. Now, those of you who know me know that, whenever I call a woman honey, that means I've pretty much, at the end of my, I'm about ready to, almost do physical violence. Look, honey. Okay. That's not a term of endearment with me when I use it in that phrase. Look, honey. Give me a break. Okay. I'm an educated, retired physician in the U.S. who's had a lifelong interest in your country and whose history jacks on a lifelong interest in your country and whose history major undergraduate courses were geared toward your country. So give it a break. Quote the U.S. Constitution to me, which we had to learn in year 4. That was like 4th grade, by the way, without reference to Google. Go away. You're the prime example of why the folks that voted to leave voted the way they did. And then, of course, then she just jumps in. Oh, your country, where do you think I'm from? So, I mean, that's, that's sort of like the standard way this goes. And it goes on. It goes, there's more. Okay. So that's been, my interaction with EoinEnglish. She of the large bag on her head. Here, I'll give you a better view of it here. Here we are. See, this is her. She's got 27 subscribers. Here's her bag over her head, or her box, as she would probably want me to be more accurate about. I don't know what country that came from, actually. And then here are her few videos she's put up, Well, that was my little, I thought I'd just make a little remark, and my Lord.
Is there any deal?
So that was my little fun with YouTube in that area of Brexit. All right, so bye-bye, YouTubers.